Welcome back to the Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast. I'm Dr. Stephen Cabral, board-certified Doctor of Naturopathy and founder of the Integrative Health Practitioner Institute. Welcome to today's show. Excited to get into this topic, which is something that I've been talking about for many, many years. First to all of the different personal trainers and yoga instructors and Pilates and group exercise and everybody else, essentially how to meet your clients where they're at. So one of the biggest things that we have to understand with health coaching or chiropractic or acupuncture or massage or whatever it might be is that when your client walks in, you have to understand that they are walking in from the outside world, right? So they are walking in potentially stressed, had a super hard day, just got yelled at work, or just got into an argument with a partner or spouse, or maybe their kids are driving them nuts, or they have a million things to do that day and their mind's not really on the session or on the workout or whatever it may be. So what we need to do is we need to be cognizant of that. Understand, be self-aware of where you're at, but also where they are at as well. Why does this matter? Why am I talking about this here today? Here's the reason why. If you are able to master this, if you're able to do this, you will have a client for life. And the reason is this: you'll take them from wherever they walk into your studio or virtual video-based consultation, which is mainly what we do. And by the end of that session or appointment, they are going to feel amazing. They won't know why, but you will. And they'll want more of that, and they'll want to come back and be like, this person's amazing. You have to go meet with them, and you're going to get lots of referrals. This happens literally all of the time. I've been on both ends of this, meaning that I've taught this obviously to many personal trainers, nutritionists, yoga, et cetera, health coaches, but also I myself have been a client of working with other coaches, some not so good, some great. What are the ones that aren't so good so we can model this? When a person comes into a session, and this used to be me, so this definitely used to be me at 22, 23, 24, 25 years old, I was in your face, not in a bad way, but ready to go. I brought the energy. I was ready to give you the best session, whether it be nutrition or definitely exercise that you were going to have. And I did that because I want to invigorate people with energy and ignite them to be able to get in a great workout or to be able to expand their knowledge in a nutrition-based area. So that worked for most clients, but I know for sure that it didn't work for like 10% of my clients. But I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the self-awareness to realize that wasn't their speed. That wasn't what they were looking for. So now some personal trainers may say, oh, well, I'm just not going to work with those types of clients. Okay, you can say that, and that's fair. You can do that. It's your choice. It's your career. It's your job. But those clients that they're missing out on the benefits that you can provide them, and you can still be you, but work them up to where you want them to be. And I'm going to share that with you here today. So here's the thing. I just want to kind of go back to this. I remember two clients specifically that I worked with. Both again, I was a personal trainer, strength and conditioning specialist, nutritionist, et cetera, until my later 20s when I transitioned then into naturopathy, functional medicine, integrative health. I never really stopped. Like I always, exercise is a part of who I am. Personal training is a part of who I am, and same with strength and conditioning. Anyway, what I want to share with you is this, is that I had a client tell me, like she would come in and she was mopey and low energy. And you have to keep in mind, I had trauma issues around this. Like, I'm not afraid to say that. I was someone that had Addison's disease, low energy, and I just couldn't be in the mindset of low energy because I was so terrified of relapsing back into where this person was. Low energy, depressed, no ambition, no drive, don't want to be there, right? Like, so I knew that all too well. So I was like, I'm not having any of this. I'm bringing the energy here today. No matter how exhausted I might be after work, I'm bringing the energy during our workout. But one time, this client actually said to me, and I can't remember it specifically, but I mean, literally I can see it in my mind because my mind is this weird way of capturing images. And I can see us about to do assisted pull-ups. And she was like, you're way too happy. She's like, you have way too much energy. It's too much. And it like, I'm paraphrasing, but it was something like that. And I was like smiling, laughing, thinking that like she was joking around. And then I realized like, oh, she's not. And then I was like, oh, well, that's not very nice to say at all. But I realized like, but also I wasn't being very nice because I was maybe too in her face, too much energy. And that was part of understanding like not everybody is okay with that. And then I have to decide, do I want this person as a client, yes or no? And back then, and still to this day, I really believe that it is our job to serve and our job to help. Now, I will be doing a podcast in a few weeks that shares with you when to fire a client, but this was not one that I felt I should fire or let go of. And that's only happened once or twice in my entire career. All of health, all of wellness, all of fitness in my entire career, like literally over 20 years. So it has to be a lot, but everybody has their own parameters, and I'll share that with you. But what I realized and what I was able to then work on, because it didn't happen overnight, is that what I needed to do was clients, when I could see them coming, or they walked into my office in terms of functional medicine, integrative health, were they smiling and did they greet me with energy? Hey, Dr. Cabral, how's it going? Like, nice to meet you. Okay, that's great energy. So now what can I do? I can bring that great energy. What if a client was a little bit more timid, like, hey, like they just said, they kind of just were like looking at me, kind of like head turned, head down a little bit. Oh, okay. I can't be in this person's face. They're a little timid right now. They're a little nervous coming into this appointment. So let me greet them gently. Let me extend my hand back in the day when people could actually shake hands. And, I'd say, hey, Mary, I'm Stephen Cabral. It's great to meet you here today. Really looking forward to our appointment. Please come on over, have a seat. Is this comfortable? Can I get you a water? I would be much more gentle in my approach. And then for those people that were just stressed and upset, someone would walk in, I could just see them. They were just aggravated. They were like looking up from their phone. They were huffing. They were sighing. They were like, all right, let's get started. And I'd be like, and I would just say, no problem, George. What do you feel like? What are you feeling like today? Or if I didn't feel like that was the best approach, I'd be like, you ready to get started with your warm up here today? We'll kind of ease into it and then we'll start to build from there. Does that sound good? It's like, yeah. Well, let's just get started. Okay. So like that. So then I just know that they're a little bit annoyed. And so then I would find out, where is my avenue? How can I work in with this stressed client or low energy or depressed client that's going to be good? And a lot of the times it's just going about what we need to do. I would get the blood flowing. I would have them do a plank. I would have them do some lateral lunges, transverse lunges. I would have them do some ankle circles. I would have them do whatever it might be, some overhead stick squats, get them huffing and puffing and breathing. And then I might be like, this client still needs to just kind of burn off a little bit more stress. Let me put a monster band around their waist. Let me have them do some backward sprints just to start to engage those glutes, those hamstrings. But I want to get them huffing and puffing a little bit. After that, I'm like, hey, how you feeling? They're like, oh, much better. Like they would start to then get into it. Good. Now I can start to elevate my energy. Like, George, great to see you. Can't wait to get into today's workout. Glad to have you back with me. I might joke around with them because they came in super stressed. It's getting to know that person. With a more timid person, I grab them their water, just say, hey, where are you coming in from? Make a little small talk. They start to get more comfortable. I say, oh, you know what? I have a friend who lives in whatever, Salisbury. Oh, great. Oh, where do they live? I'm like, oh, they live down on Center Street. Oh, that's not too far from where I live. Oh, that's amazing. Like small talk. Good. Now they're less timid. Okay. So now I can then start to what? I can start to be more me. I can start to bring a little bit more energy of who I am. Clients that are already high energy, good. We're high-fiving, right? To get started with a workout. I'm joking around with them, patting them on the back. I'm saying, okay, what are we doing? We going for personal record? Like I'm just going into that. So why did I want to bring this topic to you here today? You have to understand is that I love the background of personal training. Because it's so, in the end, it's so little about the exercise. It is the exercise. I'm not saying it's not, but you are developing a relationship with your client. You're getting to know not just their body of what it can do, but their mind, their emotions, their stress, their personality. And this carries over to everything, working with a team, virtual health coaching, you name it. So now what I realize is that you need to use this specific technique. It's called a mirroring technique. So you need to mirror the energy and emotion when you first meet with an individual. So you need to be self-aware of you and you need to be self-aware of them. So you're going to match and mirror their energy. If they're timid, you'll be gentle. If they're high energy, you meet them with high energy. You don't want to meet with low energy and you being timid. You need to meet that high energy, that alpha, that whatever at that level. And that's how you talk to them as well. If someone's stressed, don't be super sunshine right out of the gates, right? Be like, hey, okay, you just get into it. When someone's stressed, get into it, pattern interrupt, change, get them huffing and puffing, or if it's during a virtual-based consultation, get their mind off whatever they were just thinking about, what to do in the future, or what they were just doing in the past, get them into the present. The present will decrease that stress. So what you're going to do is you're going to use those techniques, you're going to mirror them, use the techniques, and then you're going to gradually move them towards what? Higher energy, higher vibration, feeling better, inspiring them, getting them feel great by the end of your session with them. And you can do that. You're going to do that by just letting them know there's hope for whatever they're looking to do, like in a health coaching-based consultation or chiropractic or acupuncture. Hey, that was a really great session today. It was really great speaking with you today. Oh, I'm so happy you shared that with me here today. I'm really looking forward to you implementing this protocol and you giving me feedback into how's it's going. Oh, I can't wait to meet with you in another 4 weeks from now when we're going to be now taking this to the next level. Again, you're using all of these different phrases along the whole way to raise their vibration, to raise their energy. So by the time they leave that consultation, they've forgotten all about what was going on in the beginning. And they're like, you know what? I really like this person. And they have no idea how. They have no idea why, what just transpired. But you know that you matched their energy. You mirrored how they came in, and then gradually you brought them back up to feeling inspired and invigorated and ready to go. If you do this, I'm telling you right now, you have a client for life and you have more referrals than you'll know what to do with. Hopefully this was helpful. Always happy to do follow-ups, so just leave a comment, ask some questions. We'll be there for you. Take care, everyone. Have an amazing day.